escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it every moment. I see you on the rise. You're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape parades you with a sound. It's delineated. No one here has even learned your name, but they all claim that they saw you land and land to do the same, but they won't make it. Every moment I see you on the rise. You're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Tell me there's an issue. I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why.
My brand new outfit feels refined, and going out to town this day's mine. From in between the buildings, peeking sky somehow looks large and wide. My playlist sound in my headphones, and when I start walking up on a long narrow slope, a glimpse of you waving your hand. My heart is racing loud and too fast. Oh, many things encountered within, but now we're here enjoying days of solitude, like treasures of times I'm with you. The city's shining in my eyes, with each color glowing bright. All of me can feel this hope inside the light. Put up your hands, reach out for new stories here right now. We will find they'll be waiting around for you and I. The joy will spread and make it right. My favorite store was down the street. It's now shut down and in construction. The park we shared so many good memories is now a brand new scene. This brand new city is forming, revealing. We'll add on to the wonder pleasures we're seeking. I still remember everything. Let's keep renewing and receive it. Oh,
The library is now open. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the universe or reality you are. My name is Asai Thara. I'm the virtual steward of the library at the end of the universe, and happy Monday, April 13th. I hope your day is going spectacularly, and if your day is just beginning or if your day is already coming to an end, I hope your day will be or has been absolutely fantastic. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Monday. Not me dissociating during the maybe I am still dissociating. We're gathering the magic with this one. Welcome back to the library, Erratic. I hope you're doing wonderfully today. So, Oz, where's Final Fantasy X? Final Fantasy X is actually broken. Not like irreparably broken, but I did some research over the week, and I learned so apparently the Steam ports of at least Final Fantasy X, and I think I've also heard this happens with Final Fantasy 13 on Steam specifically. They weren't ported properly. Rather, they have restrictions in place in the ports that limits how many, like, gigs of RAM they're allowed to use. Which leads to the game crashing, and also explains the occasional cutscene that was, like, unreasonably green for like no discernible purpose. There are mods. There are mods that that can fix it. I just have to do a bit more research on getting those in place. Squinks, why? I don't know. Probably because Squinks only... I mean, to an extent, we also see the same thing with the Kingdom Hearts, with the Kingdom Hearts Steam ports. For Squeenix, Steam ports seem to be an afterthought. Hell, ports of any kind seem to be an afterthought. Looking at the Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 collection for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah. Game's haunted. Picks up shotgun. Game's haunted. So for now, Final Fantasy X is off the table. Squeenix took Todd Howard's School of Porting. It just works. Let the fans fix it. Exactly. Yo, shout out to FanWorks. Shout out to Fan Mods. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Erratic, this is why you're not VIP. You would've... If you accidentally shouted out some random Twitch account on my channel, I would have had words. But today is Commander deck building. In particular, Commander deck building with a commander we have worked with before, and it is a commander deck that I have talked about previously. Like, this is one of my favorite commanders. It just so happens I've been in deck building hell with this one, and I need to figure out a purpose. Because who'd have thought jamming every single one of my favorite cards in a 5-color deck doesn't actually win you games. Everyone else is trying to win, and I'm assembling an art museum. So, we're starting from scratch, again. And I'm gonna drag you all along through my process, and through my thought process and my card picking process. The Taste the Rainbow MFR deck. Did you know, on Scryfall there's an art LGBTQIA plus tag? Such a dumb bit, but it's a that changed so much of how I like, as soon as I learned that, I'm like, let's freaking go. I mean, literally, our commander is a rainbow. Except not the side that says rainbow.
Life and death at every tick. Humanity clings to the past with nostalgia.
So,
Will they ever escape from the chains of time?
let's jump right into it, shall we? Welcome to the library, everyone. My name is Farah. Feel free to pull up a chair, grab a glass of water. We make sure to stay hydrated around here. And please, above all else, enjoy the stream. So tell you what, I'm actually gonna go into the primer section. And we're gonna bring up Essica in Scryfall just so we can reference the card. This is actually the printing that I have. This is metal as hell. Anyway, so, Essica God of the Tree. One, a green, and a green. For a legendary creature, God, with Vigilance. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. So a 3 mana, any color mana dork. And also has other legendary creatures you control have Vigilance. Oh, she also has Vigilance. Other legendary creatures you control have Vigilance. And tap, add 1 mana of any color. So this is where the problems with it. This is where the mindfuckery surrounding Essica comes in. So, what... Can I change the font size? No. Okay. So, what does Essica do as commander? Asuka has a 5-color identity. Not because of her front side, but because of this side, which is not going to be used, but it is a valid way to cast her. So, just for the sake of thoroughness. The other side of Asuka, God of the Tree, is a legendary enchantment to cast for full Wooburg. White, blue, black, red, green. And at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature or planeswalker card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This is a valid commander because her other side is a legendary creature. But although her creature side is the side that we're interested in, because we run her as commander, she does still maintain the 5-color color identity from her other side. Hi Jam, welcome back to the library. Hope you're doing wonderfully today. We're back in Asuka hell. So, by herself, hope you're doing grand today. I am a little bit dissociating, but otherwise doing very well, yes. Oh, Jam, did you know that that on Scryfall there's an art LGBTQIA+ tag? If you didn't, now you know. Asuka, there is, that's sick. Yeah. Asuka is a 3 mana dork that produces one of any color, which means color fixing. Less pressure on land base. This is important. She also immediately turns all of your legendary creatures into mana dorks as well. Into 1 mana dorks. Also, gives all your legends vigilance. So, did I miss anything? I don't think so. So as she stands, she's less impressive. So in a 5-color deck, having a mana dork that produces one of any color is just for 3 mana is just a strictly worse Birds of Paradise. So that's not really where she shines. Where she shines is the turn that you slam her. If you have any number of legendary creatures, you immediately get access to more mana. So think of her as sort of let's see. Pseudo free mana spell in the command zone. And gives all your legends vigilance. So, the play pattern that emerges: vigilance plus legends as mana dorks. Incentivizes attacking first, then casting stuff, in second main or mid combat. Right? Anyone want to check my work? Like, I think that's kind of... that's what's really wanted here. So... what was the question? Sorry. So the way that, going off the things that Essica does as a commander, the combination of turning all of your legends into mana dorks and giving them vigilance means that you want to attack with all of your legendary creatures with vigilance first, and then either mid-combat play, either mid-combat use those creatures to cast spells, or use those creatures to cast spells after combat in the second main phase. Or more specifically, activating abilities. I would say so. Hell yeah. Okay. Just gonna sit here and nod at everything. Understandable. You'll manage to shake off a few earworms and learn something in the process. This is not intro level deck building. So, good luck. So... Remind me I need to go on Architect and rework slivers. Understandable. Let's see. Mass untappers more valuable than single ones. Or do I rework Eldrazi? What's the difference? I see slivers, I see Eldrazi, and I panic both times. Let's see, alright. Gimmicks. Otag, uninspired, type creature value. The Otag uninspired is creatures that have effects happen when they become tapped. Oyasumi, welcome back to the library. It's been a while. Hope you've been a while. Awa. So Otag uninspired. Type legend. Watch your lore vid, it was amazing. I'm so happy. Thank you. So creatures like Magda, Brazen Outlaw. Whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. She is herself a dwarf. Imara, when Imara becomes tapped, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. Wily Duke, whenever Wily Duke becomes tapped, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Whenever Near-Diff Devious Diver becomes tapped, target player mills cards equal to its power. This can go infinite with a very particular card. We do have Tuya and La, Moon and Ocean as well. Whenever they become tapped, draw a card. Whenever they become untapped, put a +1/+1 counter on them. Fish. Whenever any flash becomes tapped, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. I don't know about that. I'm extremely gun-shy around exile the top 2 effects. Whenever Rada Coalition Warlord becomes tapped, another creature you control gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Those are the ones that interest me. I mean, Kilo Apogee Mind is also very funny. Whenever Kilo becomes tapped, proliferate. The problem is Kilo's 3 mana and none of them are green. So let's put in Otag Uninspired in Moxfield. Frick. Type Legend. There we go. So Amara goes in, Magda goes in, Nirdiv goes in. Let's put Rada in. Wily Duke. Sure. So this is already 6 creatures. Mass haste enablers. Okay, so let's find the mass untappers and the mass haste enablers. So, let's see. Not that I want to use Samet the Tested. No, not Samet the Tested. Samet Tyrant Smasher. Let's see what your tags are. Activated ability gives haste. Okay. Otag gives haste. Minus type. Instant. Minus type. Sorcery. Agatha definitely works. This also makes a lot of our focus in terms of color identity. It looks like we're leaning red, green, white. Which I don't mind. What does A at the Crossroads do? Land creatures you control have vigilance. Okay, earthbending gives them haste, gives lands haste. That's not helpful to us. I do love me Arlen Cord. Oh, does original Arlen just not transform back? That's cool. Let's see here. Alright, let me narrow down the search even further. Mine is Oracle Earthbend. What I'm doing is I'm excluding terms. I'm excluding terms and types. Barbarian class takes way too much time, but that's very fun. I've seen Barbarian class be played. Excuse me. Ah, okay, the haste is part of the vehicle animation. Got it. I do love me Destiny Spinner. Creature and enchantment spells you control can't be countered. Each other creature you control the +1/+1 counter on it has haste. Here's Fires of Yavimaya. Add to considering. Pokemon, welcome back to the library. You're doing wonderfully today. Frostcliff Siege is interesting. As this enchantment enters, choose Jeskai or Teamer. Jeskai, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Or, creatures you control get +1/+0 and have trample and haste. Huh. Oh, of course we can just add the lesbians. Single target, but... And this is another thing that's going to be, like, very much close out the game. They give +1/+1 counters to creatures, to a target creature. Alright, I'm not seeing the one that I really want, which is Rhythm of the Wild. So I'm just gonna search for it directly. 1 red and a green. Creature spells you control can't be countered, and non-token creatures you control have Riot. What Riot is... they enter your choice of they enter the battlefield with your choice of a +1/+1 counter or haste. We love flexibility. Let's do visual stacks and sort by... Visual stacks group by type, sort by mana value. Two, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Fun. The other one that comes to mind immediately is Dyna Air, who doesn't necessarily give haste. I mean, she has haste, but you can activate abilities of other creatures you control as though those creatures had haste. So it's like a pseudo haste. Thank you for the... Sudo apt install hit good game, by the way. Huh? Linux joke? Oh, yeah, I knew it was a Linux joke. Why you expect me to be fluent in Linux jokes? Let's go back to the primer. Okay. Are the ducks broken? Are the ducks broken? I heard it. Hang on. Hold. Where are the ducks? Yeah, they're there. It was quiet. Yeah, I can see that. Let's see if I can fix that. I'm gonna blow everyone's ears out. How's that? Is that better? Still quiet? This is as loud as it can go. That's better, yeah? Gosh, I wonder why it got quiet. Close enough? Great. Love that for us. I mean, let me try friggin', cover your ears, everyone. Okay, that's fine.
Oh no, fell into the abyss unknown.
Oh, speaking of, I caught up on episode 30 of Kamen Rider Zets last night, and I friggin' love it. I adore that show. Goofy ass show, but it's got so much heart, and I love it. Okay, win through. Mash face with vigilance creatures. So, bonus combats. Possibly. Emergency oh shit button. Uninspired creature plus freed from the real plus Manadoric effect. Equals infinite tap on tap. Okay. So let's throw that in. He's freed from the real. So... Oh, right, mass untappers. Quest for renewal, prop room. Jam, you're gonna love this. Aurelia the War Leader. As repeatable mass untap. And also does what our deck wants to do, which is accelerate the end of the game with multiple combats. Funny thing is, my brother has just made a deck with her and called it Turbo Jank. Aurelia is absolutely Turbo Jank. Have I missed anything? What's the tag for Quest for Renewal that I'm looking for? Extra untap. Extra untap and untap her creature. Untap her? I hardly know her. Extra untap and O-tag untapper creature. Let's see, Seedborn Muse, which I don't have and is over $10 per. Aggravated Assault, I believe that goes infinite, but the card is pricey. There's Aurelia. Combat Celebrant, Exert. Morog. If we had a landfall theme, we would. Great Train Heist. Great Train. Whenever creature you control deals combat damage to that player this turn, create a tap treasure token. Man, I love Full Throttle. And if you want a reason for your opponents to go, this is a problem, Windborn Muse, yeah. What do you mean? Green has never had a problem with untapping all your stuff. Oh, can I remember the name of the card to seal the bit? Prophet of Crewfix, that's the one. Which, let's be honest, I absolutely would play in this deck. Hell, I'd probably get the Clash Pack art just because it's so freaking pretty. No, green has never had a problem with untapping all of your stuff on your opponent's turns. What are you talking about? Here's Dazzling Theater Prop Room. In particular, we're running it for the Prop Room effect, which is untap each creature you control during each other player's untap step. Wait. Can I gripe for a second? Untap each creature you control during each other player's untap step is exactly the same effect as Quest for Renewal. Untap all creatures you control during each other player's untap step. Except Quest for Renewal is so much more expensive. And it's harder to get active whenever a creature you control becomes tapped. You may put a quest counter on Quest for Renewal. Maybe it's because it's just 2 mana. But also, like, you're never in any position that you can tap 4 creatures on turn 2. Like, hello? There's no reason for it to be over $6. I already have one because I got it when it was like 4. Vitalize is a fun way to get extra mana, but it's not repeatable, and what I want is something repeatable. funny. Shadow of the Second Sun would... thank you for the boba. Shadow of the Second Sun would be useful in this deck, except all my creatures have Vigilance. Duskmourn pulled the room cards off quite nicely. Definitely speeds up some of the older cards, although you do run into power creep with things like that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Prop Room is 1 more mana than Quest for Renewal, but Prop Room is an unconditional effect. And is also attached to a Convoke effect on a 3-mana enchantment. Maybe the problem is that it's just in white. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the great evening factor. That if you want to play Quest for Renewal, you can play that in mono green. But if you want to untap your Llanowar Elf during each other player's untap step, you need to play Selesnya. Oh no, we're playing Selesnya and untapping during each other player's untap step, and like that doesn't seem like as much of a problem. Could be the one balancing factor. I don't know. Anyway, more accessibility for me. Here's the effect just stapled to a creature, and that spell is friggin' $12, $13. Which I guess hopefully it could, it'll go down, because I see this symbol means it's getting printed in the Strixhaven Commander set. Jeskai Ascendancy. I have this card. And this is the same problem as Kilo Apogee Mind. It is the exact same mana cost. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Untap those creatures. We're not a spellslinger focused deck though. Well, at the very least, we have Quest for Renewal, Prop Room, and Aurelia. And I'm not too Alright. Chat. Hi, chat. So the main reason why I'm working on this on stream, I'm familiar with all of these cards already. I run most of them in a previous version of this deck. My problem, and what I'm hoping chat will hold me accountable to, is I am way too focused on not being on keeping my stuff alive. That every single time I play this deck, it becomes assembling an art museum and never attacking with anything. I want to avoid that. And I want to adequately determine A, what's gonna blow me out in a game, where my weaknesses are, and specifically target those. Run the protection for that, and focus on advancing my game plan and interacting with other people. So that's what I want to do, and that's why I'm working on this on stream. But we're also at our first hour. So I'm going to stand up, stretch, take care of a couple things around the library. I'm also going to get some more water. I highly encourage all the rest of you to do the same. I will see you all in just a little bit, where we'll keep working on this. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm from Boogie Bop. 마치기로 사이로가 끄떡 매력은 넌 소리다가 말은 이치야 끄떡 내 옆에 겨를 배워서는 가로사는 현대감은 나타나는 바람에는 나를 락소리 끝에가 미리 온다네 위는 두려움에는 주진이 세 내가 나 있으면 주니 그때 주는 신나 주군이 신나로 좌스면 하나님 다스면 집에라 온다 집에라 헛
Losing the night, giving humans a fright. Am I losing it or run the live? It's actually alright. Witchy told me earlier, so tell you what we should do. Death is lonely, you're the hell, so might as well be a crew. A boss building of you, you sound like killer too. I got a friend of me, and then suddenly it's all new. You more bones to pick, or skeletons in the closet. Hunter hanging with the prey, and you finally lost it. Can be made. Maybe.
Hi, chat. Thank you for your patience. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for the Wall of Downs party. Abby, welcome back to the library. You're doing wonderfully today. Alexson? Am I pronouncing your name right? Hold, Aurelia? Aurelia, indeed. We are, in fact, based like that. Alex is good? Gotcha. Welcome to the library. Hope you're doing wonderfully today. We're currently working on a jank-ass fuck deck. Also, did you know that on Scryfall there's an art LGBTQIA+ tag? Spreading that knowledge. Basically, we're making a five-color deck that plays Eska, God of the Tree, as a mana dork that makes everything mana dorks. I'm good. I hope you're doing great as well. I am, yeah. Five-color beatdown? Pretty much. New deck, old deck. Old deck that I'm currently trying to figure out why it doesn't work. May I suggest Fabro Elder? Fabro Elder is an interesting pick. And it is something that I have considered. The one issue being wildly that it's not legendary. And more often than not, my problem isn't actually not having enough. You want to do all legendary 5-color beat. Pretty much. And also, the problem that I tend to run into isn't making mana. It's running out of cards. Speaking of. Hey Jam, I think you get a kick out of this. We get to play really irresponsible cards.
Every day is a fight, it's irrelevant, and it cannot last. I'll relish it, and our plan is vast, but its soul's a ditch. Toss out the past, you can strike a rich. Nobody asks, but the mask isn't alright fit, and this fiction's no disaster.
Let's see. Double up on the Essica ability, and
Stay beautiful, stay young. There are blades to be swung, yet rising scenery. Guard the moon, reflected in my crimson sun tonight.
double up on the mana ability. Maybe Joe the Unifier if you really want to beat people. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, legendary creatures you control get +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library till you exile a legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Also reminds me, Heroes Podium. This is the one card that I'm just going in and swapping the version to to Born of the Gods as opposed to the Doctor Who printing. Yeah, same effect. Except one does card selection, another does card cheating. Does friggin' Cascade. Speaking of Leyline of Abundance, +1/+1 counters across everything ain't a bad idea. Are you planning to build a physical deck? This is an adaptation of one of my physical decks, yes. Honestly, most of these cards I already have in paper. Joda I don't have in paper, Tui and La I don't have in paper. All the other cards on screen I actually have in paper.
Just fade away.
+1/+1 counter on each creature you control. What else does +1/+1 counters on each creature you control? Bonus points if it's attached to an activated ability.
Calliope, Mori. Your thought and gratitude. We're mad at you, so grab a few defenses. You'll be glad you screwed. Would fight with you, wouldn't waste some time. His rights, let's go around the honors online. No place to run, did you ever hide? Only time I wanna see you.
Genova's not a bad idea, even though I can't. Alright. Where Genova shines. Where Genova really shines is if you can sacrifice your creatures on your turn. But as it stands, what she does is pretty similar to what the lesbians already do. So I wouldn't actually mind doubling up on that effect. So we'll put it in just for now. Lesbians are strong to beat down, they really are, yeah. Sisei Weather like Captain, honestly, we can run... Mercifully, I do in fact have both Sisei Weather like Captain and Captain Sisei. So we do get to run both of those. How many cards do I have at 4 mana? Yeah, yep. Alright. Let's see. And here's where I'd put my Great Henge if I had one. Easy, just buy, of course, yeah. Yeah, just get a bristly bill while you're at it, too. Throw money and win? Yeah. Just literal pay to win. Let's see. I've never seen this card before. That's really funny. Falcon punch. Yeah.
愛のどこかにいる君のため今
Now, if we really wanted to be mean,
僕ら運命の
you just play supportive father. You ever want to just play dad? Make people deck out with infinite mana? I mean, we've definitely got that possibility. It's more of an oh shit button than anything, but we definitely have the possibility to make infinite mana. It's not what I want to do, but if I'm left with no choice... Oh, right. Before I forget. Venat and Jorah. Honestly, also Kovori. Look at the top 6 cards of your library, reveal a legendary creature from among them, put it into your hand. And we're already coming up on 30 cards. Oh boy. If you have so many legendaries, why not just throw in a Cadric? That's not how you spell Cadric. Cadric Soul Kindler, legend rule doesn't apply to tokens you control. Whenever another non-token legendary permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. Create a token that's a copy of it. Token gains haste, sack it. Interesting. Also, sorry, a wizard in Boros? Chat, we have so many 4-drops. I'm gonna make a deck that has so many 4-drops. Mono 4 CMC. At what point do we just panic? At what point do we actually need ramp for this deck? Asuka and Inga for more mana? Also, if we cast a creature spell, we get to draw a card. If we use our creatures to cast creature spells, we get to keep drawing cards. It's also another 4-drop!
Stop it. Get some help. Mana and card draw. That's really what this deck needs. This proof that 4 CMC is the best. True.
Alright, chat. Chat, do I indulge in the forbidden tech? So, Rona Herald of Invasion is really funny with Ezika, God of the Tree, because she essentially becomes legendary spells you control cost one less. And also, she's got a nice card filtering. And also, she does really funny things with... Someone hold me back from adding another 4-star to the deck. Another 4-star. Another 4-mana spell to the deck. Tap, add 5 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast spells. In a previous iteration of this deck, I'm pretty sure I made it through half of my deck with Rona, Leyline Immersion, and like Joyra. Frick it, I'm doing it. I'm adding another 4-drop to the deck. This is so many 4-drops. Niv Mizzet Reborn for some 5 CMC action card draw. Niv Mizzet Reborn. When Niv Mizzet Reborn enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 of your library. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them. Put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. How much of our deck is exactly 2 colors? Agatha, Amara, Wily Duke, Cadric, Sisay, the Lesbians, Inga and Ezika, Genova, Joyra, Rada, Aurelia, and Rhythm of the Wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 out of 31, so a third of the deck so far. Isn't there another Niv Mizzet that also, just for your consideration? I am considering, not pushing for it. I mean, this is also me who was just looking at, who was just like, yes, we're adding Leyline Immersion just because with Rona and Joyra, it goes wild. Nah, Niv Mizzet is too restrictive.
星が揺らいで夢を見ている焦がれたその音が待ってるの君に心決めてる日々に伝えるこのメロディー
I mean, here's an idea. I mean, okay, so the advantage of Niv Mizzet Reborn is that you draw on enters. Niv Mizzet Guild Pact seems a little more flexible. In that it's repeatable on combat damage. But there are ways to stop Niv Mizzet from dealing combat damage. So I guess that explosiveness is more preferable, isn't it? Sure, let's try it. Are you looking to alpha someone to death or just build up incremental damage? I don't know. What do you have in mind? I mean, what I am looking at is stuff like Heroes Podium and Joda the Unifier. If that's the power level that, Sakashima to copy more Joda? That may be a little too big brain for me. Wait, I can do you one better. With a card I actually am enough of a luck sack to have in paper. Lamal. More 4 CMC, exactly. Spark Double isn't legendary, it enters as a copy of a legend. And yeah, it's not legendary on its own. But also, it's not a $30-something card that I need to get in paper. Listen, I'll just scribble in pen over Jace's face and we'll call it Sakashima. Easy. But speaking of doubling triggers, more 4 CMC. If a triggered ability of a legendary creature you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time.
Those nights, I'll never find my way back to you. Inside this labyrinth of light, there was madness in the meaning, never laughless.
And it looks like a majority of our spells have legendary. A majority of our legendary spells have triggered abilities.
Hopeless, it was stinging, running roadless. We were singing.
Rona gets untapped twice. I don't think there's a way to take advantage of twice. It's not in universe, but Happy the Allfather. Why does that name sound familiar? If you want more daddy, I mean, I'm a lesbian, so, like, I don't have particularly strong feelings. Happy the Allfather is indestructible as long as there are 4 more historic cards in your graveyard. I mean, we all have dads, I think. Whenever Happy or another legendary creature you control dies, return target legendary creature with card with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Interesting. I mean, the upside is indestructible, right? But also, how many historic cards do I want in my graveyard? I mean, they're probably gonna go there anyway, but... Yeah, I get it, since it's not actual MTG card. Oh, shoosh. I mean, I don't particularly care about that. I mean, I threw Genova in without a second thought. Like, don't worry about it. Threw Genova in, threw Tui and La in. We've got Venat in here. But Final Fantasy gets a pass, I guess. I mean, one of my pet cards in a previous version of this deck has these two queers. So, like, even then the argument falls apart. That's a good card too. I adore it. It's very unassuming. But, like, a 3-drop with haste that you can pay 1 green mana into, so it's not as restrictive as, like, Kilo Apogee Mind. And also has the is it the looter effect? I keep forgetting whether it's looter or rummage. Lesbians greater than spaceship robot every single time. I may or may not be mad about it.
Waking up now to my real life. Let me daydream. So the next flight, drowning souls on. I got older. Now the crowd's gone. Is it over? Is it over?
Alright, I should probably start thinking about how to, like, how to keep this deck from getting blown up. Are you considering legendary sorceries too? Oh yeah. Captain Sisse says, legendary card. She can search up legendary sorceries. What are you thinking? Are you thinking Urza's Ruinous Blast? The old standby.
Don't you know a hero on a quest can't bet on destiny. Whenever stories go beyond decided by your soul, give it up. Coming more to get more, nobody knows. I think I'll script tie and die on fly with the dice roll. Controlling soul strings from the shadow.
Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. Oh, okay. We're thinking, we're thinking big guns here. I don't mind it. It's all legendary permanence. So it grabs Annie joins up, it grabs Hero's Podium, it grabs every single one of our creatures except for the except for the Grungler. That plus Rhythm of the Wild equals alpha a few people to death. Yeah. Yeah. Frick, you know what card sucks and I'm so tempted to run? This one right here. Each other creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. And her own power is equal to your devotion to green, which is at least, if you have her in your commander, it's at least 4. But she doesn't have trample. I need cards that give trample. Can I search like O-Tag gives trample? Hell yeah. I'm the best. Kamal Heart of Proso, worse than Renata Call to the Hunt? That is a bold assertion. Goreclaw's good. Creature spells you cast with power 4 greater cost 2 less to cast. When Goreclaw attacks, each creature you control with power 4 greater gets +1/+1 and gains trample until end of turn.
I'm on a roll, bitch.
That's a sick alt art. Adorable. $20, but adorable. All right, let's throw in Goreclaw. More 4-drops. I may have a problem. Holy shit. You know what? The mana reduction ability reminded me of another super niche but very fun card that I enjoy. Serapharin. First legendary creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. Self-fulfilling prophecy of the mono 4 CMC deck. This is a problem. And she also gives legendary creatures +2/+2 when she flips. It's not a problem if you win. That is true. True, though. Chroma's Memorial, I sleep, Triumph of the Hordes, hold me back!
Oh
I've never seen this card. Surak and Gorklaw ain't bad either. Actually, Surak is good too by itself. I think I have a Surak in paper. Surak Dragonclaw, right? Surak can't be countered. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Other creatures you control have trample. Sure. 5-drop, finally! Oh no, the prophecy is dead. We killed it. Oh wow, Sphere Grid has actually come down a bit in price since the last time I saw. I swear, if someone tells me to put Mina and Denim in this deck, I see Jetmir. Do not tell me to put Jetmir in this deck. I'm not gonna have that many creatures. Hold me back. Actually, I like Glorious Sunrise more than I like Nylea, God of the Hunt. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample. Draw a card if you control a creature with power 3 or greater. I mean, it would probably be draw a card right up until the turn you're ready to mash face, and then you just give everyone +1/+1 and trample and just go beep beep. Rishkar's Expertise. I'm actually running my Rishkar's Expertise in another deck. The princess is in another castle, unfortunately. Free spell is so good. I know, it's why I'm... Alright. I'm building another deck specifically for my LGS's, Pride Month Commander event. And it's Karametra, God of the Harvest, and Nero Wild Mage. The entire purpose of the deck is to double up on... It's to cycle through my deck with cast triggers. Karametra resolutions whenever I cast a creature, and then I cast another creature off Mira. So that's where my Rishkar's Expertise is. Yeah, it's real freaking goofy. Yeah, flipping like friggin' Llanowar Elf into a Rishkar's Expertise is kind of a rush that you don't get. Why are you concerned, Erratic? I don't have a problem. Trust me, I'm fine. That's just my thinking phase right now. That's fair. Oh, that beautiful mana curve. I was hiking up a mountain and I stopped to ask a local if we were near the top, and the local said 4 mana. And I knew it was peak. That's not a mana curve, that's a mana spike. Well, if we're going so hard into 4 mana, we're gonna need 2 mana ramp, aren't we? Frick me. Alright. Let's see, Nature's Lore, Farseek. I have a decent number of 2-color lands, so I don't know if I want to do Rampant Growth. Three visits? How much is 3 visits now? Someone you should get to know. I could be, I suppose, someone you should get to know. Okay, I mean, the Final Fantasy Commander printing's only $7.50. Do I Felwar Stone? Are we actually running Felwar Stone in the 5-color deck? New Avatar CMC Ramp 2 as well. Does anyone remember what the set abbreviation for Avatar is? TLA. Thank you. Shared roots. Search your library for a basic land card. Put on the battlefield. Okay, so it's a second rampant growth. Someone you should get to know. Yo, it's getting a mystical archive reprinting? That's sick. I want the full mystical archive. The English one or the JP printing one? Japanese? Oh yeah. Man, that's gorgeous. Alright, I mean, if we're looking to, sure, let's shared roots. Hopefully I can get some during my Japan trip. Good luck. And while I'm at it, forget rampant growth. Literally landing on pre-release day. Damn. Okay, that's 6 cards with... How about, I'm losing my mind. Gretchen is also a nice 2-drop to have. 04 for a green and a blue. 2, a green and a blue, draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, I remember the... Lamau. Collective Voyage. At worst, it's me paying 2 mana to rampant growth everyone. At worst, it's everyone else tricked into paying 1 extra, and I get to color fix for 4. I mean, everyone else also gets 4 lands, but, you know, that never proved out bad, never went wrong for me ever. Trust. 10 with Discovery, that's another 4-drop! Alex!
Oh, baby, I'm looking at what remains. I couldn't tell you the same. I guess that's a lie. If you couldn't tell by now, I'm hopelessly waiting all night to.
Here's the thing. The reason we're trying to ramp is to get to 4 mana. I think after we get to 4 mana, I think we're fine. Forget, random bullshit, go. I understood that reference. I would expect you, of all people, to get that reference, Erratic. Thank you. Seems like you have so many green cards, maybe Emerald Medallion would help. No. Much as I love Emerald Medallion would absolutely be wasted in a deck like this. Let me just bring up Emerald Medallion real quick. Emerald Medallion, 2 mana, green spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. I mean, it would do a non-zero amount of thing, but it would fall off super hard as soon as we cross that 4 mana boundary and we're able to tap for an extra 3, 4, 5 mana just off creatures. Again, mana isn't... Mana is the problem in the really early game. Mana becomes so much less of a problem after we cross, like, that boundary. More CMC4. Alright, I mean, we're coming up on 2 hours, so I'm probably not gonna be able to go much longer. But this has definitely sorted a lot of my difficulties out. So I think I do finally have an idea of where to go with the deck, and if I wind up finishing it after stream, if people want it, I'll make a chat command that brings up the final deck list. So I'm gonna turn this off. Because I'm gonna need my browser window to search for someone to raid. As always, we're here at the library, stream 3 days every single week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern US time. Usually playing video games. We'll be playing Kingdom Hearts 2 on Wednesday. And we stream every Tuesday here at the library at 2 p.m. Eastern US time doing digital art and animations. We just started a massive new project. So if you enjoyed what you saw here and would like to see more, please do consider dropping a follow and becoming a friend of the library today. To all 536 of you who are already friends of the library, I appreciate you all so much. It's because of all of you that I can do this. Also, all of our streams go live on our YouTube VOD archive channel, ! Socials. Thank you, Erratic. Everyone who's watching over on VOD Gang, hi VOD Gang. Thanks so much for taking some time out of your day to spend it here with us. While I look for who to raid. Thank you for a great stream as always. You smashed it. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. Speaking of card games, yeah, let's raid Ghoul, who's currently doing a multiplayer Slay the Spire 2 run. Raid at Ghoul Despair. Hell yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I've been Asai Farah. This has been The Library, and you all have been absolutely fantastic. Hope to see you all tomorrow, but if not, do what you need to do. Rest where you can. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And until we all meet again, may you all find your happily ever afters. The library is now closed.